accident. The PIL has sought directions to the respondents in the interest of public safety immediately to set up an expert commission headed by a retired judge of the court consisting of technical members to analyze and review the current risk and safety parameters in the railway system. Legal editor Harish Nair joining us on the broadcast with the details of this PIL. What is the prayer that has been mentioned in the PIL, Harish?
Supreme Court, the PIL has been filed on the Balasore train accident. It seeks to probe the petition filed by Supreme Court lawyer Vishal Tiwari seeks a probe by expert panel led by retired Supreme Court judge, as you rightly said. It seeks implementation of the automatic train protection system immediately in all sectors. That is the covered system. Also seeks direction from the Supreme Court to all authorities, the Union of India and states to take immediate steps to ensure public safety. The prayer in the PIL, let me read out. It says, issue writ of mandamus / directions to the respondents in the interest of public safety immediately to set up an expert commission headed by a retired judge of this honorable court, consisting of technical members to analyze and review the current risk and safety parameters in the railway system and to suggest systematic safety modifications for strengthening railway safety mechanism and submit its report to the honorable court. Number 2, issue of guidelines or directions for the implementation of automatic train protection system called Kavach protection system in the Indian Railways with immediate effect to ensure that such accidents do not take place in this feature. And also the third prayer is that set up an inquiry commission headed by retired Justice of the Supreme Court of India and conclude its probe into Odisha train accident in time-bound period of 2 months and reach into the root cause of the accident and submit its report before the Honorable Court. So these are the 3 prayers in the PIL file just now before the Supreme Court. It will be mentioned tomorrow before the vacation bench seeking an urgent hearing. Back to you.
Okay. All right. In fact, the petitioner Vishal is also on the phone line with us. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Vishal, if you can take us through the details of the PIL that you have filed in the Supreme Court.
Yes, definitely. We have filed a petition and our petition is focused upon the train railway accident. And we have given the list of accidents that which we have faced in the past. But we have asked to the Supreme Court that an expert committee shall be constituted which shall give its recommendations and shall suggest the measure so that such kind of accident shall not happen in future. Because a single train accident is equal to several road accidents. When a single train collides with some other train, then in a single moment, lots of hundreds of people are losing their lives, thousands of people are losing their lives. So our petition is focused to introduce a cover system which has introduced by the government earlier, but it has not been in a speedy manner implemented throughout the railway network of our country. And other prayer is that we are demanding an independent probe under the chairmanship of retired Supreme Court Justice into this recent Odisha train accident, that what was the root cause, whether there was some kind of negligence or there was some kind of system failure due to which this accident took place.
Okay, all right. So the Supreme Court is expected to hear the PIL. Mr. Vishal, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Going across to my colleague Swati Joshi joining us on the broadcast with the details of the PIL that has been filed to summit up an expert committee, guidelines for Kavach, as well as, of course, very importantly, seeking directions from the Supreme Court, Swati, for a report to be filed within 2 months.
Right, absolutely. Well, Harish, and the petitioner himself has put things into perspective. We have the PIL here with us. Let me read out the operative part. This is the prayer, Pratibha. It says, in the said premises, it is most respectfully prayed that this honorable court may graciously be pleased to, point number 1, issue writ of directions to the respondents in the interest of public safety immediately to set up an expert commission headed by a retired judge of this honorable court consisting of technical members to analyze and review the current risk and safety parameters in the railway system and to suggest systematic safety modifications for strengthening railway safety mechanism and submit its report to this court. Point number 2, issue of guidelines, directions for the implementation of automatic train protection system called Kavach protection system in Indian Railways with immediate effect to ensure public safety. Point number 3, issue writ of directions to the respondents and set up an inquiry commission headed by retired Justice of the Supreme Court of India and conclude its probe into the Odisha train accident which took place on 2nd June 2023 in the time-bound period of 2 months and reach into the root causation of the accident and submit its report before this honorable court. So seeking the court's intervention to issue these directions of setting up an inquiry commission and of course directions in interest of people's safety.
Okay, all right. Swati, thank you for joining us with those details, the details of the PIL that has been submitted in the Supreme Court. On that note, we're slipping into a very short break here. We'll be right back with the situation on ground. Do stay with us.